Hello everybody, Dan Gomes here. Today I'm going to show you guys how to do Nina's butterfly loops. Okay, so the first thing that you want to make sure you do is you have your character movement bind to both the D-pad and the left analog stick, like this. Alright, so this is my so I'm going to show you how to do the butterfly loops on keyboard, of course. Alright, so this is my bindings on keyboard 1. And this is my bindings on keyboard 2. Alright.
Welcome to the King of Iron, Nina Williams, Sergey Dragunov. Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, so Nina's butterfly loops. So what is the butterfly loops? You probably already know it, but I'm just going to refresh you anyway. So the butterfly loop, so this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like, right? Right there. It's literally her while standing 1. But you can also do it from a crouch dash as well. Like that. If you don't let go of your forward and you press 1 at the same time, she's going to do quarter center forward 1. This move right here. So you need to make sure that you release the forward input. Otherwise you're gonna get quarter center forward 1 like this. And if you release the forward input and press 1, then you're gonna get the butterfly. Alright. So that's what it looks like. And on the right side, quarter center forward 1, quarter center forward 1. And if you don't, again, if you hold the forward and the 1 at the same time, you're going to get quarter center forward 1. Like that. And if you release the forward like that, you're going to get the butterfly. The fluttering butterfly right here. This is literally her while standing. Alright. So now that I showed you what it is, I'm going to show you why you should do it before I tell you how to do it. So
welcome to the King, Nina Sergey Dragunov. Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, so first thing is, the reason you do the butterfly is, first thing is wall carry. You get extended wall carry when you do the flutter butterfly. Second one is There might be more, but I just know the two reasons why you do it. The second reason is because it gives more damage in your combos. If you just do like one or two butterflies, you're not gonna get more damage. But if you do more than about 3 or 4, you're gonna get more damage. So let me show you what the butterfly combo looks like. So let me show you a staple first without the butterfly loops. So as you can see, this is a staple combo and I didn't reach the wall. So I'll show you again. So as you can see, it didn't reach the wall. Almost there to the wall, but it didn't hit it. So what the butterfly does, it gives you extended wall carry. And when you get extended wall carry, as you know, when you hit the wall, you can get a wall combo going and it increases your damage. So this is what a combo looks like when you do it with the butterfly loops. I'm not really good at doing the butterflies, but I can do them sometimes. So as you can see, this combo reached the wall and it does 6 more damage. As you know, if you didn't know, like, so if you didn't know, when you hit the wall after a combo, it gives you 1 damage extra. So I'll show you again without the staple, without the butterfly. That's 71 damage right there. And if you do the butterfly loops, as you can see, you subtract the 1 damage that hits the wall and you get 77 damage. So you're literally getting 6 more damage, which is a little bit decent damage. You get a little 6 damage, and when you're playing in the real game, every point, every number, and every health you deplete counts. So yeah, and of course you get more wall carry. You get wall carry, and then you can get a wall carry, a wall combo off, and you can do even more damage. So I'll show you with the wall combo this time. So as you can see right there, you did the butterfly loops, You got the wall and you got your wall combo and you did more damage than if you would just do the staple. If it was a smaller stage, you would be able to hit the wall and do damage. But for a big stage like this, you're gonna have to do the butterfly loops. So if you want more damage, of course, the first reason is the first reason is wall carry, and then the second reason is damage. But if you only do if you just do two of them, that's me doing 2 right there. So the staple gave me just 1 more damage, not that of a big deal. You're just getting 1 damage. But just doing 2 butterflies gave me 62 damage. So if I do 3, so last time I got 62, this time I got 67, and that's just 3 butterflies right there. So each butterfly that you do gives you 5 more damage. So if I do add 4 butterflies this time, it should give me 72 damage. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 72 damage. 5 more damage extra every time you add another butterfly loop. The while standing one. And that's basically why I know why you should do the butterfly loops. Extended wall carry and a little more damage. Not a big significant, but you get a little bit. So I got 88 damage from doing the staple combo. The ivory cutter, reverse ivory cutter it's called. Reverse ivory cutter. And if I do the butterfly loops, as you can see, I got at least I did 80. Was it 88? Yeah, it was 88. I got about, how much did I get? I got 7 more damage extra. So 7 is a decent amount. And you can also add another the max you can do after the max butterfly loops that you can do from the reverse ivory cutter is 6. Some launchers you can do 7 or 8, but I'm not sure. You have to test that out for yourself once you learn how to do the butterflies properly. So again, I'll do 6 this time. I got 100 damage. So I got 95 damage there. So I got 5. As I told you, every time you add 1 butterfly loop, it gives you 5 more damage extra. So I did 95 on this one, and when I did 6 butterflies, it gave me 100. And this is what it looks like when you don't use the butterfly loops. So I got 7 damage extra. I mean, so when I did the butterfly, I got 7 damage less. And 7 damage is a little bit decent damage. So you can probably see why it's worth to do the butterfly loops, or why it's worth learning how to do them and applying it in Nina's combos and your Nina gameplay. And it increases on counter. It has on counter hit, like back 4. Ivory cutter is guaranteed, or you can do up forward to 1. I'm just gonna do ivory cutter. So I can see that's a lot of damage. I got 88 from the staple. So I have counter on them, that's why. So 88 from the staple, and when you add the back 4 counter hit, and you do the ivory cutter, which is guaranteed on back 4 counter hit, you get, how much do you get? You get 10, 7, you get 19 damage extra. So that's a lot of damage. 19 damage is a lot of damage. So that's from the staple. Let's do the butterfly loops this time. So I got this time with doing the butterfly loops just 5 times. I got 114 damage. So that's a decent increase, 7 more damage. And if you do add the 6 So 6 butterfly, the max from the augury cutter. I don't know if you can add more. I'm not sure. You'll have to test that yourself. But the max I do is 6, and if I add the 6th one into Rage Art, I should get 119. So again, every time you add a loop, you get 5 more damage. And yeah, that's basically why you do the butterflies, for extended wall carry and more damage. Again, so you can once you learn the butterfly loops, you can apply it to any for her combos or counter hit launchers, whatever, and then again you get extended wall carry and damage. It's hard to do. So that is easy to do. The problem with that is you don't get wall carry. When you don't get wall carry, as you know, you don't get the wall combo and you don't get more damage. So that's this is easy to do, finishing your combos off with this. But doing this, which is your wall carry, you can do it from some of her launchers. When you screw them and they don't go really far away, as you know, when you hit someone, they fly really far from you the more you hit them. So the same applies with screws as well. If you hit them really far away, when you hit them and they go really far away, for Nina, it might be for other characters as well, I don't know, but for Nina, it's hard to connect the wall riding 3-4, the wall carry. So you can do, for example, if I do her down forward 2 staple, as you see, the dummy or the opponent doesn't fly that far away. Right there, doesn't fly that far away. But if you do her, I think it's called Siren's Kiss. Yeah, it's called Siren's Kiss. So you do a Siren's Kick combo with launcher. The max you can do is 4 butterflies. can do more, but you're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna get that much damage. So you get 1 damage extra. One damage extra, not that big of a deal. But I don't think you can wall carry with this. So it's really hard to, as you can see, every time you keep hitting the dummy or I keep hitting Dragunov, he keeps flying further away from me. So it's hard to connect 8 loops, but it's easier to connect 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think you can wall carry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does it look like you can? Maybe you can, I don't know. You have to test that yourselves. I'm not going to waste your time showing how to do it, if I can do it or not. But if you want, doing 7 is pretty tough. It's too much to do. It's easier just to do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, and then you get your wall, and you get your wall combo, and you get your damage. Extended damage. And that's basically why you do Nina's butterfly loops. Extended wall carry to hit the wall and get your wall combo, and you extend the damage and your damage. If you don't hit the wall, so this is the staple again. Staple, 71 damage. I forgot to do the wall carry. And that's with the butterfly loops. And as you can see, you get 7 more damage, 6 more damage. I'm sorry, 71, and then you get 77. And again, no more damage because Dragunov hits the wall. So you get a little bit more damage and wall carry. And that's basically why you do it. So now I'm going to show you how you do it. You're probably seeing the keyboard and you're wondering how I'm doing it. So I'm going to show you how I do it.
Welcome to the King of Nina Williams, Sergey Dragunov. Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, so how do you do it? Alright, so this is what it looks like. This is what the command looks like. Quarter center forward and then 1. Right? So that's a butterfly loop. So before I show you everything, you need to first learn how to do quarter center forward moves. Learn how to do a quarter center forward motion. So this is what a quarter center forward motion looks like. You'll know you're doing it right because Nina's swaying like this. You might get this and forward like that. It still takes it. See, it still takes it. Nina's still swaying. See, you still get the butterfly even from that input. So again, you need to learn how to do quarter center forward motions first with your pad, your arcade stick, whatever you're playing with, and then you do 1. So the problem with why I don't do this, and when you saw my inputs when I was doing the wall carry combos like this, is when you do it like this, you have to literally wait. You have to literally wait till you finish inputting the quarter center forward motion and then press 1. If you press them all at this and you don't release, like I said, you'll get the quarter center forward 1. You'll get that. So I'll show you what it looks like in a combo. So I got the first one, but the second one I got a jab, and so the reason I'm probably getting a jab is because I'm doing it too fast. I'm not holding my down and sliding to my forward. So the way you do a first let me show you how to do a quarter center forward motion in case you didn't know. So the way you do a quarter center forward motion is you hold your down, you press down, you hold it, then you press D, and then you release down like that. So you hold down, press D, release. Release. If you don't hold it, you're gonna get that. That's what you're gonna get. And that's why I was getting a jab. See? But if I hold it, I'm going to get the quarter center forward motion. And again, to do the butterfly, of course, you have to release this forward. Otherwise, you're gonna get quarter center forward one. You're not gonna get quarter center forward neutral one. So again, press D. So what I do is I press down. S is my down. Hold it, and then D is my forward, my right. Going forward. This is left. This is right. Right. So I'm going forward with right, and then I release down and I go forward. As you can see, that's a clean quarter center forward motion right there. So when you do it faster, and then you have to like that. So release down or S and keep holding forward or D. So like this. And again you'll know she's doing it right because she's swaying. Alright. So now again you can't hold your D or your forward and your 1 or your left punch, and my left punch is U. You can't, my 1 is U, so you can't hold them at the same time. If you can't press them at the same time, otherwise you're gonna get quarter center forward 1. You're gonna get Hellbringer. I think it's called Hellbringer. Yeah, Hellbringer. You're gonna get Hellbringer if you don't. But if you release your forward, in my case my right, I'm going right. If I release it and then press, I'm gonna get the butterfly. Right there. Alright. So why I don't do it like this? Many people do it like this. This is the right way to do it, but I don't do it like this, because when you do it like this, first you might do it really fast. You might rush it and you might get a jab like that. See, like that. Like that, you might get a jab, or you might get quarter center forward 1. I think I'm used to letting go of my forward, that's why I'm not getting quarter center forward. But when you practice it, I mean when you do it this way, you're going to probably get quarter center forward 1, because you don't release the forward. You don't give a neutral. Neutral means letting go of your D-pad or your left hand, your analog stick, whatever you're moving with. It doesn't mean let go of the buttons. As you can see, the star means neutral. It says release the D-pad to neutral position. It doesn't mean let go of the buttons. It means doesn't let go of the buttons. It means release this. You release it. You don't touch it. You release it. Let it go. So you have to have that neutral. You have to let go. You have to release your whatever you're moving with. So you need to release your D-pad and then press 1. So the problem again like this is you get a quarter center forward 1 because you didn't release, or you get a jab because you rushed it and you didn't get the flow like this. Like there, I messed it up there. It's hard to mess it up because I'm so used to doing it properly, but you might. So the worst thing about the butterfly is you have to wait till Nina recovers and then you have to do it. And when you do it, till it recover, you're probably gonna rush it because you gotta be fast or you're gonna drop it. So that's me dropping it because I was not fast enough. You gotta be fast. Not only you have to wait, you gotta be fast. And when you're fast, you make mistakes. You rush, you make mistakes. See, not only did I have to wait, but I had to input the quarter center, the butterfly loop, fast. And I dropped it because I was not fast enough. So that's why you gotta. That's why it's not reliable to do this. So I'm gonna show you what I do this time. What a trick I found while I was doing it. So, so you probably saw me when I was doing wall carry combos. I was pressing after my quarter center forward motion. I was pressing 1 and down. So I was doing it like this. This is how I was doing it. So the reason I do it like that is you don't have to you don't have to wait to finish your quarter center forward motion and then press 1. I mean you have to, but you don't have. So every time I keep dropping it because I'm rushing. See, I was not fast enough. So when I do it like this, I don't really have to wait for her to. I just do it in one motion like this. This one you can hold the forward, but I don't recommend it. But yeah, it's up to you if you want to do it that way. I just do quarter center forward, let go, release deep neutral on my left hand, and then press 1, U, and 9, my down, at the same time. At the same time. So my left index finger on U, and my middle finger on 9. And then you press them at the same time. Like that. So you just want to practice doing that. Just pressing them at the same time. When you see Nina doing a dick jab or doing down one, you know you're doing it right. Alright, so again, quarter center forward, and then down one. So this you do it all in one shot. So you do it in one shot. I feel, for me it's much more faster and easier to do this than literally doing the quarter center forward and then waiting till I release to neutral and then pressing 1. But here I just I release and then I press my 1 and down at the same time. I feel, for me that's much faster. If you want to do this, you can do that. It's up to you if you want to do it that way. That's the right way to do it. That's what most people do. Some people do it like this, up forward one. I don't do it because that's too much to do, and why should I do it like that when I can just press. When I do it up forward, I have to press 2 buttons at the same time. I have to press my forward, so I press 0 and then my subtract button, my minus button. I have to press 2 buttons, so I have to, with my right hand I literally have to press 3 buttons at the same time. Like that. But when I do it with just U and 9, I just press 2. And why should I press 3 when I can just press 2? 3 is a lot of work. But 2 is easier. There. Okay. So you can also... So the only one that you can press, you can do it with back too. You can do it with down again. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. Down. You can do back. Back. Down. Down. You can do up. Just up. 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 You can do down, back. You can do, again you have to press 3 buttons. Then you can do up, forward. I think you can do, yeah, you can do down, up, back. Okay. Like that. You can do up, back. You can do up, forward. And that's basically how, and you can do down, forward. That's how I used to do it, but I found I was not connecting the butterflies, and that's just too much to do. I have to hold index, middle, and ring. It's too much to do. 3 fingers. Why use 3 when I can just do 2? So again, so if this is what it looks like when you use 3 fingers. So I'm used. The reason I can do this is because, as you know, this command, that command is an omen command right there. So, as you know, the input for omen, Thunder God Fist, is forward and then that. You have to press them at 3 at the same time. If you just press this, you're gonna get down 1. But if you press forward, that you're gonna get omen. Like that. Like that. And on the right side, it's U, not 8 and 9. Like that. Again, forward, and then that. But again, you're pressing 3 fingers, but so I already made an Omen Thunder God Fist. If you want to watch it, it'll be in my channel. Just check it out. Alright. So again, 3 fingers is a lot of work, but 2 is less. And that's what I found out now. I was really surprised, and I was like, why should I do 3 anymore? 3 fingers when I can just do 2. And that's why I do down forward. You can do up forward if you want. It's up to you. You can do back if you want. Up to you. I just do down because my binds, because I play a lot of characters, and when I play Heihachi, I need my omens to be on point. So that's why I just keep it like this. but up to you. So again, quarter center forward motion. You have to practice that first. As long as Nina's swing, you know you're doing it right. And down. Again. One. So the way you practice this is you just keep doing it over and over again and don't fail. If you fail, no problem, you'll fail, but just keep doing it. Like that. So one formula you are going to find when doing this, you're going to get down forward one, you're going to get down one, or you're going to get you're just going to sway like this. So if you sway, that's because you didn't press your 1 and 9 at this 1 and 9. You didn't press this. If you get a jab, that's because you didn't do the quarter center forward motion right. You didn't do this properly. You just did this, and then down. And I don't think you might get a jab. I've never got it. You might get a jab. I don't know, but again, you have to make sure you do the quarter center forward motion and then that. So again, and just keep doing it over and over again. Alright, so you're wondering when do I know when I should do the next butterfly loop after? Alright, so the way you do it is you look at Nina's left hand, her left arm. When it comes all the way back to her, that's when you do another one. Another indicator you can use is sound. That's what I use. So you see that sound it makes when it hits? Right here. Right there. So you'll have to get a feel for it. I can't really tell you. You'll have to get a feel for it by yourself. You have to go to practice mode, whatever, and practice and get a feel for it for yourself. So I'm going to show you how to do it on the right side. Alright. So on the right side, the way I do it, so the way again you have to learn how to do a quarter center forward motion like this. Again, you'll know you're doing the quarter center forward motion as long as Nina's swaying. But the way I do quarter center forward is I use the same fingers. So if I do it the way I was doing it, which is I do the middle S down, and then I do left A. I press A. So with my ring finger. So I do middle ring. So I go like this. But I found that really uncomfortable for me, and the way I do it is I bind a left forward to another button. So the button I bind it to is F, and the way I do it is I literally just do. So if I'm doing it on the left side, I'm using middle and index, right? So I go like this. So I literally do the same thing on the right side. I just do down, S, and F. So I go like middle, index. So I go like this. Like that. So that's how I do it. The reason I bind F is before I played Nina, F is my neutral button when I do electrics or omen. I find it uncomfortable to do ring and electric or ring and only, but I like using the same finger for my neutral, my forward neutrals, and that's why I use F on the right side. Oh man. So F, and then is my neutral, forward neutral, and then electric. I already made how to do an electric. It should be in my channel. Go check it out. Alright, so F and then electric. That's what it looks like. Look at that. So that's you can use ring if you want, A if you want. Still works. Still works. But I like using the same finger, my index finger, than my ring finger. I like using the index. So that's why I use F. And I also use F for my wave dash, as you saw. I use SF. So I do neutral and then like this, quarter center forward motions. Index, my left index finger, like so I do, and then like that. I already made how to do a wave dash videos. Wave dash guide as well, so check that out. So again, and that's why I use F. Because I use F, I was like, why not just use that for Nina as well? And do her quarter center forward motions like that as well. Again, quarter center forward, middle index, and then SF, and then like that. Release S, make sure you release it. You first hold it, once you press F, release it, and you get a quarter center forward motion. So again, like that. And again, so for the right side, you don't have to have a different input. You can still do down. So quarter center forward motion, and then that down. But this time you can't use. You can do back again, and whatever I showed you. But you can't do the forward this time. Which you can't do forward because you're gonna get quarter center forward one. Like that. So that's why you gotta. So that's why you can't do that. And for me, again, whatever you bind your, whatever you wanted to do with, it's up to you. I just use 9 down because it's easier, right? And because that's what I use for my woman, my just frame skyrocket and whatnot. So okay. So again, quarter center forward motion, and then down one. Just keep going. Again, you can do S and D, your middle and ring, Up to you. For me, it's uncomfortable. For you, if you want to do, it's up to you. I just use middle and index. Alright, so now let's put it into a combos. So again, the way you know how to do the next one is you look at Rina's arm, her left arm, when it goes backwards, all the way back. You see it go to her shoulder, to her right shoulder. And that's when you do just a little bit after that, you do the next one. Don't do it when it connects. Otherwise you're gonna get down forward one. See? Don't rush it. Again. So let's do it in combos this time. Literally wait. All the way to her left arm goes to her shoulder, or you use sound, which is what I use. The sound fades away, and then that's when I know how to do it. I use both. It's up to you what you want to use. Like that. Alright, so that's basically it. So the challenging part about the butterfly loops is connecting the screw, the last hit into the screw. If you do, the more loops you do, the harder it is to connect the screw, because your opponent flies further from you, and when it flies further from you, you gotta be fast. But when you do it less, you don't have to worry about doing it fast. You see how close Dragonoff is? It's easier to land the screw. But the more you do, one, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as you see, Dragonoff is going further away from Nina, and that makes it more harder and challenging to land. Will make it. But because Dragonoff is a big character and he has long legs, it's easier to connect the screw. But if you're going to do it on smaller characters like Lucky Chloe, Lucky Chloe, Ling Xiaoyu, and Kunimitsu, it's going to be a little bit tough to do the screw. You have to be faster. But with enough practice, you should be able to get it. Alright, so how do you practice doing the butterfly? I recommend starting with 1 or 2 loops, and then doing the screw, instead of trying to do 5, 6, 7, whatever. Start small and then increase as you get better. So don't be ashamed or don't feel down if you can't do it like how I'm doing it. I couldn't even do one properly when I started, but as time went on and more time I spent put into Nina and doing the butterfly loops, I was able to do it. I still can't do it properly, but maybe that will change over time. Alright, so again, you start with 1 or 2. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. As I said, every time you add a butterfly loop, you get 5 more damage. Got 6 this time. That's probably because I didn't do enough butterfly loops. But the more if you add more than 2 or 3, you'll get 5 more damage every loop more loop you do. So again, 1, 1, 2, and if I add 3, 1, 2, 3, I get 5 more damage. And again, as you get better, you can do this. You add 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then when you can do that, you're ready to do the hardest part, which is do 6. Some of our launches you can do 7 or 8. You'll have to find that yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think you can do 7 from Rivalry Cutter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't look like you can do it. I'm not gonna demonstrate it because I'm wasting your time. But I just recommend doing this into this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, you can connect her right kick. It just sends them too far away. You can do it on after 5, but you can't do it on 6. So 5, I'll just show 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. And this is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you can see, it's really difficult to connect the last 4 for the wall carry, but if you can do it, if you can test out and do it, great for you. You'll get more damage, more wall carry, hit the wall, more wall combo, and more damage. So you have to test it out for yourself. I'm not going to show it right now. Alright. So rest it on the right side. Alright. So the right side is the same. You literally do the quarter center forward motion like I showed you on the right side. Middle index, SF, like this. And then you just press down. Again, you can do back, down back, up forward, down forward, and whatnot. You can't do forward, because if you do forward, you're gonna get quarter center forward one. Even if you release your quarter center forward motion, you're still gonna get quarter center forward one. But if you do back or you do up, you're going to get the butterfly loop. So let's do it on the right side. Again, you want to start with 1 or 2, and as you get better doing 1 or 2, you increase it. So again, I'm going to show you 6. There, how you do it on the right side, 6 times. Again, I'll show again. Like that. So, my recommendation is when you start doing the learning how to do the butterfly, you pick one side first. It doesn't matter left or right. Up to you, left side or right side. And first, mastering that, you don't have to master it, you don't have to be perfect at it. Once you get the hang of doing it on one side, left or right, then you do it on the other side. My weakest side is the right side. I play on the left side. My weakest side is the right. That's why I'm not that good at doing it. But once you do it on one side, you should be able to do it on the right side. On the other side, whatever side you start with enough practice. There. Again, you start out with 1 or 2 and then you increase. 1. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 6. I mean, that's 5, I'm sorry. And the 6th one, you can't do the wall carry. You have to end it out with this. And this does the same damage as that. I'll show you. So spiral bombshell blast. So when you do the spiral bombshell blast, that's me doing the spiral bombshell blast. And the stingray. Spiral bombshell blast, and then stingray. So spiral bombshell blast, 56 damage. I'll show again. 56 damage, and if you do the stingray, you still get the same damage. The good thing with the stingray is you get more you get wall carry. And the good thing with the bombshell is, because they got sent flying so far away, you can't connect the stingray. You gotta collect the bombshell blast. And it doesn't matter how many you do, it's still the same. So if I do 2, 1, 2, 62, and you do the stingray, you get the same damage, and the more you do, it is basically the same. And there you go. So again, when you practice, you start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you add the 6th one. And if you can do more when you test it out, sure. Alright, so why did I pick Dragunov to do it? So again, like I said, because Dragunov is a he's huge. I mean, he's not huge, but he's tall and he has big legs. So that's why it's easier to connect the butterfly, the screw. So I'll show you. So this is, it's easier to connect. If they fly more, if they go further from Nina, it's easier to connect the screw because of Dragunov's long legs. But if you do it on a character like Lucky Chloe, Konomitsu, or Ling Xiaoyu, it's going to be a little bit more challenging because they're small characters and their legs are small. It's going to be a little bit difficult on female characters, but I found it more difficult to do on Lucky Chloe, Konomitsu, and Xiaoyu because they're more smaller. You'll have to test out for yourself again which is harder, which is easier. Because Dragunov has long legs, it's easier to connect the last screw after you do 6. It's easier to connect 1 because he doesn't go further away from you, but if you do 6, it's going to be challenging. It doesn't look challenging because I'm doing it, but I'm going to show you how it's going to be challenging with Lucky Chloe, Konomitsu, and Ling Xiaoyu. Okay, this is me doing it on the right side. That's me doing it on the right side. As you can see, you're probably thinking, yeah, it's not that difficult, but I'm going to show you why it's difficult. So my recommendation is when you start learning the loops is you pick a small character like Lucky Chloe. So my recommendation is when you start doing the loops is you pick a small character like Lucky Chloe, Kunimitsu, or Ling Shayi because they're small. And because they're small, as I told you, the more you hit your opponent, they fly further away from you. They don't stay close to you or ever near you. They fly away from you. So unless you do a dash jab, you can connect the fourth. So unless you do a dash jab, you can connect the fourth jab like that. Once you do a dash jab, you cannot. But as you can see, they just fly further away from you. And because they fly further away from you, it's hard to do the last 6 screw Lucky Chloe. So I'm going to show you. So stop. I'm going to probably fail a lot, but you probably guys might do it better than me if with practice. So I'm going to show you how it's difficult. How I'm going to struggle doing it. So I can see I'm struggling to hit the last screw. It's because she's really small and her legs are small. So and she flies further from Nina. So it's hard to connect the screw. And that's why I recommend starting with Lucky Chloe to get the timing down. If you can do it with, I recommend with Lucky Chloe. If you can do it with Lucky Chloe, Kunimitsu and Ling Shai, you can do it with any character. Got it this time. Got it this time. I'll do it again. And there are 6. Because I practice, I can do it, but you guys might struggle when you start doing it. You guys might struggle when doing it when you start doing it, but with practice you're gonna get it. And when you can, like I said, if you can do it on Lucky Chloe, Kunimitsu, and Ling Shai, you can do it with any character. So I'll do it on the right side this time. Wish they didn't fly really far from you. It'd be easy to do it. Finally we did it. That's so again 6 hits, 6 butterflies into the screw. Again, one more time. One thing you're gonna find out realize is when you're doing this, you're gonna get better at it. You're gonna get better at it. So just keep doing it. And again, my recommendation is pick Lucky Chloe. Okunum is so shy, but I recommend Lucky Chloe because I think she's smaller. I may be wrong, but whatever. I pick Lucky Chloe. So as you can see, I'm struggling a lot to hit that last screw. But if you do 7, it's gonna be easy. I mean, if you do 5, it's gonna be easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, it's easier to do, but if you do the last 6 or 7, the more butterflies you do, the challenging it is. But one thing to note is the game rewards execution. So the more difficult something to do, the more damage it's going to give you. High risk, high reward. The more risk you take into doing the butterfly, the more damage you get. It's risky to do this because the chances of dropping it is high. So, more you do, more difficult. But the more you do, the more damage. So high risk, high reward. So just keep that in mind. Alright, so let's just do this one more time. Finally we did it. Holy cow. Took a lot of tries, but we did it. Alright, so another thing I forgot to mention is you can also do it like this. As long as there's 1 in the notation, you can do it. But you can't do this, because this is binded. This is already a move in our move list. It's this move right here. This move right here. You can't do it that way, even though there's a 1 in it. But you can do this. You can do that. You can do that. You can do this. What else can you do? I don't. That's basic. Oh, stop. I think so. That's basically it. You'll have to test out for yourself again what you want to do. But I use 1 because it's easier. And that's basically it. So I'm gonna show you with Kunomitsu right now. Alright, so Kunomitsu. She's also a small character like Lucky Chloe. So she's also going to be a little bit difficult to do it on. You can start on Kunomitsu or Lucky Chloe. It's up to you. I recommend Lucky Chloe, but again, it's up to you. Finally we did it. That's 5. That's 6 right there. That's on Kunimitsu. I'll do it again. Six. And that's 2 times. So I'll do it on the right side now. Six times again, one more time. And 6 again. So as you see, I didn't struggle that much with Kunimitsu. I did struggle, but not as much with as much as I did with Lucky Chloe. So that's why I said recommend Lucky Chloe. But if you want to start with Kunimitsu, Kunimitsu is another great character to start out with. But it's up to you. So I'm now going to show you on Shayu. Alright. So with Shayu, I found it's a little bit easier to do because I think she's a little bit taller. Just did it in one try. I'll do it again. See? I didn't even take that long as I did with Kunimitsu. As much as I did with Kunimitsu. So you see, Shayu is a little bit easier. And that's why I don't recommend to start out with her. Either Lucky Chloe or Kunimitsu. I'll do it on the right side now. Six times. See, I didn't struggle that much. Again. And there we go. Struggled a little bit this time, but we got it. And that's how you do it on the right side. So I'm going to show you some easier characters to do with it. Alright. So Anna's a little bit bigger, as you can see, and she has long legs, so it'll be easier to do it with Anna. one. That's two. As you can see, it didn't struggle that much. That's one. That's two. And you can see I didn't struggle that much. Maybe I did because I was not doing it properly. But again, you gotta practice. And I'll show you another character that's easier to do. Alright, so Paul. As you can see, Paul's a big character, so it'll be easier to land the sixth screw again. I didn't even struggle that much. I didn't even feel like I struggled that much. And that's two. So on the right side. That's one. That's two. As clear, it didn't struggle that much. So now I'm going to show you another character that's easier to do. So one thing is, bigger the character, more easier to do because of one of their big body and their long legs. So now with Fakaram, you see how big he is. He's probably the biggest. Just Marduk and Jack, but Fakaram is a really tall guy, and you see how big his legs are. So it's easier to do with Fakaram. One. Back to back without failing. Twice. On the right side. That's one. And two. Again, bigger the character, easier it is to do. And that's basically it for Nina's butterflies. Once you learn, so the reason I started. Wait, let me choose characters real quick. Alright. So the reason I started with reverse ivory cutter is because when Nina launches. Okay, first thing about I didn't mention about the butterfly loops is you have to be. Some of you might know. You have to be off axis to the right. They only work when Nina's off axis to the right. If you try to do it like this, it's gonna whiff. See? But if I'm to the right, not good. Have to be slight to the right, not all the way to the right. Slight. Alright, this should be good. See? As you can see, it worked. Because you don't have to be all the way to the right. Just slight right is enough. Like that. Because you see, Nina is to the right and Anna's to the left. You can see Anna to Nina's left side. And that's how easy it can be. You can't do it on the left side because you have to be on the right, so it's gonna whiff. Whiffed. So that's why it only works when you're slight axis to the right. To the right. And the same goes to the right side. So the right side you have to be again to the right. To the right. A little bit to the right. It's Anna's to Nina's left. So again. As you can see, butterfly loops are connecting. But if you go to the left or you don't go step at all, it's not going to work. And if you're to the left, you can't even do it when she's slight axis to the left. See? Not connecting. So that's why you need to make sure when you if you launch them from left, or you don't sidestep and you just launch them in the neutral, it's just better to go with another combo, or you sidestep to the right a little bit. So for example, if I do down forward 2, doesn't look like it's gonna work, but if you do her sidestep to down forward 1 and then do it, it's gonna work. See, it worked. As you can see, it worked this time. It's hard to do it like this because you have to sidestep and then you have to input it. So you can see you have to make sure your sides off axis to the right. And the same goes on the right side. I'm not going to show right now. Alright. So once you, so why am I doing the ivory cutter one? So when Nina launches with the reverse ivory cutter, it's it it makes them fly towards the left, and Nina's to her right. So that's why it's easier to connect. So see, I can connect it because they're to the right. But if I try to down forward 2, I whiff the second one. See? But if I do reverse ivory cutter, see? I can connect it. I can connect it because Nina literally sends them flying to the left, to the off axis to the left, and Nina's facing the right. Is towards the right. That's why it's easy to do, and that's why I've been using the reverse ivory cutter to demonstrate the butterfly loops. But you can also do it from her other launchers. Some launchers, I think most launchers you have to go off axis to the right, otherwise she's gonna whiff, like I said. And you can do it from the butterfly loops from most of our launchers. So I'll show you again. So let's do down forward 2, but you have to make sure you sidestep. So I'm gonna show that. So the way I sidestep to the right is I press question mark with my pinky. Right here. I don't know if you can see that. I press question mark with my pinky. So like this. Like that. So you go like this. Like that. Like that. So again. Sometimes you don't have to sidestep to the right for this combo, but I found it most of the time that it works when I sidestep to the right. That's why I sidestep to the right. So you can see I'm struggling to hit it, but if I sidestep to the right, easier to connect. See, as you can see, before the down forward one, I sidestep to the right. Again, I'm doing it down with the question mark with my pinky, with my right pinky, like this. Again, this is me doing it without the sidestep. You can do it sometimes without the sidestep, but I found it very unreliable. I recommend just sidestepping, right? But you gotta test it out for yourself. Didn't get it this time. Didn't get this time. Didn't get it this time either. So you can say I'm struggling to connect the screw when I don't sidestep right before the down forward one. But if I sidestep right, much easier to connect the screw. And I sidestepped right. And on the right side, this time I don't press question mark with my pinky. This time because I have to go right? So this time I press I sidestep right by pressing up. I press with my pinky again. I press the semicolon next to L, the semicolon. So it goes like this. So I'll do it without the sidestep first. Then connect the screw. I'll try again. Then connect the screw again. But if I sidestep, so I do like that, pinky on semicolon this time because you have to go right. And you have to press up. So I'll go. See, was able to connect it this time, and you can say I pressed up my pinky on semicolon, never is able to do it. Able to connect it. And that's the reason why you need to be off axis to the right, otherwise it's not going to work. You don't want to be full, just slight. And once you understand that you have to sidestep right, once you're able to do the butterfly loops consistently, then you can start applying it to other combos. Into other combos. Again, I had to sidestep right here. See? Sidestep right. If you don't sidestep right, see, I can only connect two butterflies, two waltz or rising ones. See, didn't connect it. But if you sidestep right, I stepped right and successfully was able to land the screw. Let's do it on the right side. So this time I'm not pressing pinky, because the reason I press pinky is because I have to press quarter center forward. I have to do my butterfly loop. I have to do this. This feels like a lot of work. But if I do this, I found doing the doing down forward one is easier when you sidestep to the right. I mean, when you instant sidestep to the right, than doing this. I keep getting down one every time, like that. See? I keep getting down one. But when I do down forward one and down forward one, I get the butterfly, like that. You can press back, I think. You'll have to test it out for yourself what works for you. But when I do this, I just hold S, down S, my normal down. I just hold it. Once she goes to the right, I just release down. So I'll do it on the right side this time. So this time you have to press up to go that way. Right. Again, I just press W with my middle finger, because there's no need for me to instant. So I'll do it again. Like that, again. And like that. And that's basically it. Again, you'll have to test out different launchers, see what works. You'll have to see what works out, what you don't need the sidestep. Like I said, most of them you need to sidestep right. Be slightly off axis to the right, like that, or it doesn't connect. And another launcher where you don't have to sidestep right is our Silence Kiss counter hit launcher. You see how they go to the left? They go to the left and Nina's facing the right. So you don't have to sidestep right. I'll show you again. As you can see, I didn't, what does it call it? I didn't sidestep right this time. Didn't sidestep right. So again. Didn't sidestep right. So as you see, I didn't sidestep right and I was still able to get the screw and our butterfly loops. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and the screw. No sidestep right. Again. That again. Two. I'll do it on the right side. Again, you don't have to sidestep right. That's one. And two. Did I do two? I'll do it one more time. Like that. And yeah. That's how you do it on the right side. Again, you don't have to sidestep. For some, you don't have to sidestep. For most of them, you have to though. Like for this one. No, I just did this. I don't know what's not working. It doesn't look like it's gonna work. I think it was gonna work, but well, I'm not gonna waste your time showing. And that's basically it. So to round off the whole video and the guide, you need to learn first how to do quarter center forward motions like this, and then all I'm doing is pressing 1 and down, my U and 9, or my index and my middle finger, and at the same time. So on the right side, quarter center forward, and then 1. Character I recommend starting out with Lucky Chloe or Kudomitsu. I recommend Lucky Chloe, but it's up to you. If you can do it with those two characters, you can do it with any character. Again, when you start, just keep doing this. As you get consistent, then apply it in combos. Do one successfully, Add 2, add 3. The more better you get with it. Add more loops, and that's basically it. You have to be off axis to the right, slightly off axis to the right to do them, or they don't work. Some you don't have to, like for the ivory cutter you don't have to, because it sends them flying to the right. And that's basically it for the guide. That's as much as I know about Nina's butterfly loops. I'm sure there are other players and other pros that know more than me. I'm just giving you a beginner's guide on how to do it. It's not advanced, but you'll have to test out stuff on your own and see what works, what doesn't. And yeah, that's basically it for Nina's butterfly loops. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you learned something, and if you can share and like this video, it'd be much appreciated. And thank you so much for watching.